So today's video, we're going to be making these little crochet vintage looking hearts. Originally when I made these, they were going to be little thank you gifts. They attached to my little business cards when somebody placed an order. I'm going to show you a few different versions before we get started. Maybe you don't have crochet cotton and you'd like to see an example. So this one I used a 4.25 hook, and then this one, which is a little bit bigger, I used a number 6, and that was in crochet cotton. And then I also made one in just a medium number 4 regular yarn. I think this is the Red Heart Comfort, but that looks pretty cute to me as well. Okay, let's get started. Today I'm going to make the blue one. Or I don't know where I want that, but we'll see if it looks good down there. So you're just going to make a little knot. And if you've been to my channel before with the other heart videos, this is just making the simple heart, and then we're going to stitch them together with the white stitch. Okay, so we're going to need a chain 2 in our loop. So chain 2, and I'm probably going to be a little slow because this cotton is just from the dollar store and it's really not the best. It splits everywhere. Okay, so we have our chain 2, and then we're going to do 15 double crochets into this loop. One, two, whoopsie, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, see, there's another split. 11, 12, 13, 14, jeez, 15, no, how do we do that? 15 and 16. And then you're just going to join right here in the top of your chain 2, just behind your first double crochet. Slip stitch. And then you're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and put a double crochet in that same stitch you just chained up from. And now we're going to do triple crochets, 4 of them into this next stitch. This could be interesting with this yarn. So this one's going to go a little slow, but once you get going on these, they only take like about 5 minutes to do one, if that. I never actually timed myself. Make sure you loop twice for that treble. I'm not sure. Is it triple or treble? That's 3. And 4. And then in the next stitch, you're going to do 2 double crochets. So that's 2. And then in the next 4 stitches, you're going to do 1/2 double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this next stitch will be the point of your heart, and you're going to do 1 double crochet, and in the same stitch you're going to do a treble crochet, and then another double crochet. And then you're just going to go in reverse order all the way up the other side. So you're going to do your 4 half double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm pretty sure I have a piece of something there. I better redo that one. Hopefully you've got better cotton than I do. I mean, I don't even think it was cheaper buying it at the dollar store, because it's $4 just for this tiny little ball. Or not $4, $1.25. And you don't get that much. Okay, so now you're going to do your doubles. Oops, that was a half. Oh boy, I'm sorry, guys. Thinking about why I said that was $4 for some reason. I'm thinking of that other yarn I bought. I bought this kind of fuzzy white yarn that I probably never use because it's very tricky. Okay, and then you're going to do your 4 trebles. So that's 2. 3 and 4 coming here. Whoops. I hate trebles, and I always forget to do the double wrap. But there we go. And then in the next stitch, you're going to do you're going to do 1 double crochet and then a chain 2 as your second double crochet. Slip stitch where you just came through with that double crochet. And just finish off. Give that a trim. Now, since this is going to be double-sided, you don't really have to thread or weave in your ends, but just be aware of them when you are doing your, when you're going around, or you're going to have to go back and try and put them back in. Okay, so put your 2 wrong sides together. So I'm sure you all know, but this will be the right side, and then the wrong side will look like this. In my opinion, anyway, that's what I consider the wrong side. Maybe somebody likes that side like that. All right, so you're going to make your loop. a little big. And then you're going to go right in where you slip stitched on both sides. Come through and just give it a little slip stitch right there. Then you're going to chain 2. And you're going to go on both sides on the top of this 2 chain here. So there, and then I think it's right there. It's got to be because it's pretty tight to get in there. Then you're just going to slip stitch, chain 2, and then go right into your next stitch with the slip stitch. And then you're just going to continue that all the way around. Chain 2, go in the front and the back of your heart with a slip stitch, chain 2, slip stitch in the next stitches, chain 2, slip stitch, chain 2, slip stitch, chain 2. And this white yarn, I don't have the label on it. I think it's Bernat. I'm not sure. Oops. It's so much nicer to work with. It's definitely more expensive. But it goes a long way. The reason I decided to make these two-sided was because originally when I made them for the little tags for my orders, was because I thought one-sided was maybe a little flimsy. I tried doing the Mod Podge and all that stuff, fabric starch. It just didn't seem, it seemed like it discolored them a little bit. So I thought, you know what? By the time I did all that, I could have probably just made another side. And then that way there's not a front and a back, because I thought maybe they'd use them for like an ornament or something. I don't know. I did have one guy that ordered masks for me, and the next time he liked them. It was just a sample that I gave him, and he liked them and he decided to order more. When he picked them up, he's like, yeah, I kind of don't need this. I'm like, okay. But I mean, I guess better to give it back than just chuck it or whatever. But he probably could have like given it to his mom or something, because the one mask he was ordering, he's ordering 4 for his mother. So she might have liked it. All right, still a little ways to go. But you can see how it's starting to turn out here. So I guess while you're just sitting here in silence, I should say, if you like this video, make sure you click the like button and subscribe button if you want to see more of my videos show up in your news feed. Or is it a news feed? Timeline? I don't know. Your YouTube feed, anyway. There's a notification button somewhere, but I have no idea what it does. And definitely feel free to leave a comment. Right now, I think I've had my daughter comment once. I've had a friend I used to went to school with comment. And then that lady this morning commented on my the Huggy Wuggy video. So I was like, okay, yeah, somebody's seen it. So right now I can easily reply. I mean, my hope is to get a lot of people. Then it might be a little harder to keep up with. Commenting on everyone. Now this last one's a little tricky. Did I get through both? No, I did not. I mean, it's probably not going to make a huge difference, but just for evenness sake. I don't know. If someone gave me this and it wasn't done to perfection, I'd love it. But if I'm giving it to someone else, it just has to be perfect. You know how that goes. So then that was your last double crochet. So then you chain 2, then you come back into the slip stitch, and look at that. I did not keep track of my ends. Whoopsie. Slip stitch in there. And then you can tie off. You can turn it into a keychain. You can just leave it like this. You can make a chain. I suppose if you wanted to be a little puffier, you could have put some stuffing in there. But that's a pretty easy little heart to get going there. Well, thanks for watching my channel and joining me with this little stitch heart. Thanks for watching and happy crocheting. Bye bye.